I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of bad kicks in my face, but I've come through. I need to go on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. The champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh, we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions.
Y'all see it. Peace. Kofa, Grow Talk Entertainment. Wake your ugly ass up. What is going on, y'all? Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, June 14th, 2026. Uh-oh, knocking stuff over. June 14th, 2026. The time is now 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa, easy to say, easy to spell. Again, this is Grow Talk Entertainment, where GROW stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing, and this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about tonight with my New York Knickerbockers winning the 2026 NBA championship.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let's get the general housekeeping out of the way. See the Cash App, you see the PayPal. You've been in these YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use Super Chat, Super Stickers. I'm quite sure I probably won't get anything for this live, but it'll definitely help because as you see, I'm playing music. It is totally demonetized. We just having a conversation today. Also, hit me up on the email. Let me know your thoughts, questions, ideas for the show, whatever the case may be. With all that said, let's go ahead and hit you with Randy. Uh-oh. Can't even give y'all Randy tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. As y'all see, I'm out in the garage. I don't have all my equipment. But I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Hayden Ass International Quiet Storm, who says, let me go ahead and dislike this video now.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
To which I replied, the hate is real and welcome. 2026 NBA champions, the New York Knicks. Thank y'all for being in here. Just gonna have a general conversation about this, man. I've been going back and forth with a lot of people during this playoff run. Hell, since I was a kid. Some of y'all may have seen the short that I dropped. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit about, oh, the East was easy. They had an easy path to the finals. They better be glad, they didn't have the injuries they used to have. Y'all couldn't get out the East before. Be glad that the Pacers weren't in it. I done heard every excuse. Jalen Brunson's too little. He can't lead a team. We'll get to that in a second. The biggest thing about this accomplishment with the Knicks for me is the grit, the grind, not just the organization, not just the franchise, but the players on the team. Some of the more famous stories, like Cat's mother passing during COVID, he's been playing for her ever since. But you see every game, especially the home games, his father is right there sideline cheering on his son. Jalen Brunson, star of the team, captain, the Brunisher as I like to call him, Brunson burner, Cap, the king of the North. Play. Trying to drop my...
Got it!
There we go.
It's hotter than fish grease.
The king of the North. We know his father's an assistant coach on the team. The videos have already been put out there. The work this man has put in literally his entire life to get to last night's moment is the same thing that we preach to young kids in little leagues, Pop Warners, AAU all the time. How to take care of your body, stay focused, be a leader, not a follower, do the right thing, keep your head in the books, stay out of trouble. Everything that we tell the youth is exactly what the Knicks are representing. And somehow, some way, it's a lot of people that are still hating. Whether it's not, you don't like New York at all, as as a fan of the sport, I get it. But the downright disrespect, because everybody got a story, right? Everybody got a story, so nobody's gonna feel too bad for Cat for losing his mom. Nobody's really gonna feel bad for OG for losing both of his parents. And they're gonna tell you to play through it and this, that, and the third. If y'all remember, those old enough to remember, that's one of the reasons that Shaq ended up leaving the Magic. Is because they were so inhuman and insensitive to him right after he lost his grandmother. They were expecting him to bounce back and get to playing. He said, fuck y'all, went out to LA and got 3 rings. For those that fucking remember. This is why I always say I might go back and retitle this shit. It's deeper than 10 feet. The goal is 10 feet tall. I always say that. It's deeper than 10 feet. Yes, there's that game on the court. Yes, there's the business aspect of it, which I hate. I just got off the phone with LaRon or Broken Traditions. Salute to him. Just got off the phone with him, and I was telling him, going back and forth with a couple of my partners, they were saying, bro, you got to remember, it's business. They're not going to lose money. The refs is doing, they doing their job, so to speak. They making bullshit calls on the Knicks. A couple of players, particularly Brunson, could have got hurt. Again, Wemby's the golden child. I'll get to that in a second. So we can't really touch him, right? But everything we have instilled, or say that we're instilling as adults, especially as men, because we're typically the coaches, the things that we're instilling in young men, the Knicks actually accomplished. We'll start with Jalen Brunson. Name me, somebody in the chat, name me another American born and bred star that's leading their team to these type of victories. You can't say Ant-Man. He already said he don't want the crown. He don't want to be the face of the league. Would he be a good look in the first place? With the baby mamas he have, all that type of drama? Probably not. Ja Morant was set up to be the next one. He came out the gate gunning. We know what his issues have been, run-ins with the law and just other silly, frivolous shit. So he definitely can't be the face of the league. Somebody gonna say Zion, right? He don't even exercise the self-control, controlling his weight while he's sitting on the bench getting paid. I can't think of anybody else. LeBron on his way out. They have been setting this up for international play for quite some time now. So Wemby coming in, he's marketable. He's young. He's the leader of a young team that just went to the NBA Finals. But he's going to take this game even further internationally than anybody else probably could right now or really ever could. Yeah, Mike was popular. Yeah, Kobe was popular. It blew Nike up. The NBA started getting different looks internationally. We got more international players coming. So who do you think is going to lead the charge for even more international players coming? They've already put the crown on Wemby, and the Knicks just took that motherfucker off.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Give me one more, goddammit. Hold up.
Three-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in!
They gave these young boys the crown before they earned it. Did the same thing with LeBron. It's just funny how the game slices out, because I have a really good fucking memory when this type of shit happens. When Kobe came in the league, he came on the heels and Mike was still on a tear, right? So they weren't going to say anything real positive about Kobe, even though he showed more than promise. He showed the work ethic. Get to that in a second. That it was going to take for him to be great. They didn't want to give Kobe the crown. He couldn't have did it without Shaq. Then went and got two more later on in his career. It is what it is. Went and got two more later on in his career while they were still forcing the crown on LeBron's head. Everybody could understand LeBron's move to Miami for a quote-unquote super team. I'm not going to argue any of that shit. But he went and got with some other players where they could get it done. They, because basketball is a team sport. Stay with me. What the Knicks pieced together was built and not bought. Jalen Brunson took a $100 million pay cut so he could get some more pieces around him because he knew what the fucking end goal was. That was 4 years ago. I liked the trade initially. It's a lot of other people, including Knicks fans, don't think I don't know who the fuck y'all are, that didn't like that trade. I loved it. I had watched enough of Dallas to know, okay, this dude is smart. He can lead. And he can be a floor general. He can get buckets. Did I see this shit coming? Fuck no. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend that I did. But I knew he could play. And I knew it was a solid fucking trade. He told everybody, I'm not the city savior. But look what happened. Allah had another plan. Hold on while I light up. Let me get some of y'all comments. Who man says, Growth Talk, your passport OG video about Jalen and his dad training him. Yep, I saw it this morning. TJ in the building, he says about to clock in about 10 minutes. Shout out to the Knicks. They won a rigged game. I'll take it.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Give me my motherfucking ring. TJ says, I remember. Yeah, bro. Those of us that have a fucking memory, remember all these things that kind of led up to where the NBA is now. Hold on. Peace, BT. What's going on, good bro? Let me see. Look, BT says, nobody. What American star do we have? We don't. Wemby, of course, we know. Joker, MVP, NBA champion, was favored to be, a champion for a little while. They had a solid team as well. SGA is Canadian, the league MVP. Jalen Brunson is like the last hope right now, until we have a solid player come out with a semi, clean record, no extra scandals and silly shit from America, I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. Just like when the money gets involved with the NBA, it didn't just get involved with the NBA. Guess what? It starts in that AAU shit. When people and sponsors start coming in and the kids get free shoes and jerseys and all that, somebody getting the kickback from that shit as well. So it's not lost on me that it's about the money. Again, like I was just telling BT, as a purist and enthusiast, I hate it because I'm in love with this game. Because I've seen it personally do well for, again, I told you I had a friend that played for the Lakers, but that wasn't my first brush up against an NBA player. The family that grew up next to my mother, one of the guys she grew up with, he played in the league. When my family moved overseas, we moved overseas to Guam, there was a guy in the Navy. He came to the Navy because he got injured and he couldn't play at that level anymore. But he had got drafted in the 80s during that Lakers run. He got drafted by the Lakers. Didn't believe him as a kid because, again, I'm 13, 14, just thinking magic, magic, magic. He showed me the team photo. So when I say I'm in love with this game and I know what it can do, not just for putting money in your pocket as far as making it to the league or even NIL deals in college or going overseas and playing, what it can do for you as a man. Sports in general, when taught the right way, when executed the right way, that shit transcends into your life. It's the same thing we talk about on all these podcasts about being a man. But I see so many men, a bunch of fucking groupies that will sell out for a fucking dollar. From pro sports to fly-by-night fans. Now, some just have accepted it and laid down, man, this is what it is. Cool. Not them. Not them. They put it together. They trusted each other, and salute to Coach Mike Brown. First year coming into the franchise, the only goal he was given was to get to the finals. And in New York, the city, and us true fans, even not being from New York, get a fucking ring. Don't want to hear shit else. 4 years ago, it was second round bounce. After that, second round bounce. Last year, heartbreak. We in the conference finals. We should have been playing OKC, but the Pacers were better. We had to eat that for a season. Now we get back to the conference finals, to the finals, and give them a gentleman's sweep. That's the 5. We weren't supposed to run the table in the East like we did. People were saying we were getting ready to lose to the Hawks. We lost both of those games by 1 point. We went 16-3 in these playoffs. We swept the Sixers, which was supposed to be a hell of a series. Even I thought that, with Embiid and Cat being on the floor at the same time. But like people always like to say that the Knicks, the Sixers sixered. We ran through them. Then we ran through Cleveland. Oh, what is Jalen Brunson going to do? You got to pick your poison. You got Mitchell, you got Harden you got to contend with. Ran through them. Another stellar comeback at home victory. How many times does this man have to perform in the fourth quarter for people to get that he's a fucking star? The disrespect of it, I genuinely believe it's heightism. Let's call it what it is. People say he's too short. Again, he can't lead. He can't rally guys around him to get them to believe in him, to believe in them as a team and execute the mission. Last night, he proved a lot of people wrong. And this Knicks team represents anybody that's been an underdog. Anybody that's been told you can't because of, you shouldn't because of. This person is better than you at X, Y, and Z. And I've always preached this, whether it's red pill talking points, politics, religion, whatever. Do the fucking work.
Three-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Do the work. Get to y'all comments real quick. Pooh says, nobody in the NBA has been trying to make the NBA European League. Indeed a fact.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Chef Mike in the building. What's going on, good brother? Appreciate you being in here. LeBron says Mike Brown and Leon Rose are the unsung heroes.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
To put together a team of essentially misfits. The only recognized star on the team was Cat. Did the league just, nobody wanted to disagree whether you consider him soft like I did, but he said himself, I was a boy in Minnesota, I became a man here. He did grow up. There's certain things about his game I would love for him to fix, and I think the motherfucker would be unstoppable. That's just my opinion. That's Unc talking. But he was the only recognized actual superstar in the league, even though Jalen Brunson's been an all-star. Everybody was better than him. As you'll soon hear, everybody's better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson. Let me get your super chat, BT. BT says, forgot to ask you this. Someone said Brunson is the most clutch player since Jordan, even over Kobe. Do you believe that? It's arguable. And Kobe is my guy. Me and my guy went back. I said that Brunson has better footwork, the best footwork since Kobe. And he brought up today, he was like, oh, so Kyrie don't count. Love Kyrie. I still think he has the best handles. But best footwork since Kobe, that's Brunson. When I put him over Kobe in clutch situations, I would have to go back and look at, and I hate being the analytical guy because I'm not the analytics guy. But I've flat out said that he's been a better fourth quarter player than LeBron ever has been. And I'm going to stand on that shit. But it's arguable. It's arguable, bro. When that clock is running down, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And you know why I say yes? Because it does not have to come down to the last second for him. And I hate it because that means a lot of times we're playing from behind as a team. But when he recognized there's 7 minutes left and we're down 22, and literally it's like he's hit a switch and he starts making a run, then everybody hops on his back because, again, he can't lead. He's too small. Nobody's going to really follow him. Then everybody else starts knocking down shots, making plays, hustle plays, poke aways, good switches on defensive assignments, rebounds. Yeah, I would say, I would almost say yeah, bro. I would say yeah. That's a good ass question. I'm gonna bring it back up. He says, forgot to ask you this. Someone said Brunson is the most clutch player since Jordan, even over Kobe. Do you believe that? Yeah. Now, we do got to take in consideration, we talking regular season or playoffs, but just across the board, I haven't seen nothing like it, and I watched a lot of basketball, bro, to include college. This shit keep going out. I watched a lot of basketball. I have never seen anything like this. Charles Barkley has said that. Skip Bayless has said that. Hold up. With another 5 spot. Says, is Jalen Brunson the best Knick ever? Yes. Yes. In these short 4 years, yes. I would love longevity for Pat Ewing, but Jalen got us a ring. I'm not taking Willis out of the equation. They played in different eras and all that. But my opinion is yes. Nobody has to agree with my opinion. You can tell me I'm crazy. I don't give a shit. I know what the fuck I just witnessed.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
I know what I just saw. And I'm still in awe of it. So yeah, bro, let me go ahead and give you your drop too. for the 5 spot. I appreciate you, good brother. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Damn, if I can. Got to give LeBron his just due for coming through. There we go. Oh, Lord, I can't find that either. I owe you a drop, bro. I moved some stuff around. My bad. I owe you a drop. Don't let me forget. I know you won't anyway, trolling ass.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
But I owe you a drop. But yeah, best Knick ever, most clutch player ever. He's up there, bro. It was a list I wish I downloaded. I might have saved it. I might have to bring it up, next time this conversation come up. But it was a list of players that he's basically been more clutch than in the fourth quarter. One famous name on that list, Larry Bird. And anybody that watches or knows the history of basketball, Larry Bird was a cold motherfucker. So for him to even share that space, and then he ties Jordan for the most points during a closeout game. I think Giannis had 50. Who was it? Somebody else. Bob Pettit had 50. MJ had 45, and Brunson had 45 in a finals closeout game. And I had put up a text. My boy texted me. It was like last week. He was like, in order for y'all to beat them, I think it was going into game 4. It was coming off that game 3 loss. He said Brunson's going to have to do some MJ shit. This is literally what he texted me. I might put up a post. I put up on Instagram and Facebook. I might put it up as a post on YouTube. He literally texted me, Brunson going to have to pull off some MJ shit, like 50 plus. A 45 burger ain't bad. Especially when you tie Black Cat, Black Jesus, MJ, the GOAT, however you want to call him. He's in that league. And again, it came from the work. The thing that pisses me off about a lot of these takes and conversations from a lot of these analysts during these last 4 years, prior to, everybody has turned to analytics and numbers and the 3 ball and percentages and shit like that. Do you get the fucking job done? And I hate that from a cultural aspect, because I see that shit a lot in black culture, is we love things that look good. We like things that feel good. Actual execution and winning, we don't give a shit about that. As long as it felt good, we feel like we won. We think we did something. Use the politics standpoint. Jasmine Crockett, when she went at that white lady and called her a bad built beach blonde or whatever the fuck she said, do you know how many black people just gravitated to her politically because she told that white girl? Nothing happened. Was she elected in her respective run? No. She wasn't even elected. But we love a fucking popularity contest. And I hate it, because the person that should be popular is the person that's executing. But we don't do that shit. That's why I take it so damn serious, because it's deeper than 10 feet. It's not just basketball. When we won last night, I said I meant it. When we won last night, I cried. I woke up this morning and I cried again. It just hit me, bro, because I started thinking about those father-son duos, those Knicks families that have been waiting for this long period of 50-something odd years. Grandmama not here no more. Granddaddy not here no more. My uncle was a diehard Knicks fan, and if you scroll on IG, it's a couple people visiting grave sites and just putting the jersey over it. Pop, we did it. Unc, we did it. Those are the things I think about, because sports is supposed to bring people together. Now, the ugliness of ripping people's jerseys off and doing crazy shit like that, don't agree with. Throwing eggs at the opposing team, like Wemby got cracked in the head, even though he a dirty ass fucking player. He got cracked in the head with an egg. I don't agree with that shit. Leave everything on the fucking court. But again, that's how serious some people take it. I take it serious to the aspect of what type of character is that going to build. Now, everybody telling you you're a fucking loser, even while you're winning. And I can just relate to that shit by doing the right thing is what everybody says we're supposed to do as men. Get up, take care of your family, take care of your kids. But people always got a backhanded compliment, right? Okay, that nigga just doing what he's supposed to do. He ain't nothing special. But a motherfucker that look like it, the players that got the women lined up and shit like that, everybody will clap for this nigga. He don't execute shit. Those are the things I think about. What the fuck are y'all gonna teach y'all sons? I can forever use this moment to teach my son. If he don't want to hear it from my voice, all I got to do is sit him down and let him watch Game 4. That's all I got to do. Because it was over. I'm in a Knicks fans group, couple of them, on Facebook. People were giving up that night. Damn, it's 2-2, man. The series, not the game. The series is over. These are supposedly fans. I've said it once. I said it 1,000 times. Certain point differentials with a certain amount of time on the clock, it's a lot of basketball left. We was down 29 at the half. Down 20 going into the fourth. Scrap back, 1. Miracle tip in, you bet your ass. But that's what comes with staying the fucking course. You make something happen. Brunson was going to try to close it out with a 3. But he was smart enough to shoot it early enough that, hey, I got Cat down there because Wemby's out here on me. Now, he's pulled up on Wemby a couple of times. We've seen it. You're going to see it shortly. And he's drained the 3. So, if I make it, we win. We win going away. If I miss it, my big man is down there. That's that fucking IQ. The game is played from the neck up. Yeah, the physical prowess. They were blessed by, they won the physical lottery. Not taking anything from anybody's work ethic, because everybody, is in the NBA if they're playing. They're in the league, but still to have that presence of mind to shoot it just in case there is a miss, which there was. There's enough time on the clock for us to get a rebound and make something happen. OG Anunoby walked on water, took flight, and performed a fucking miracle. He might as well have turned water into wine because we were supposed to lose that game. That shit isn't lost on me. We were supposed to lose that game, but we didn't. Why? Because the New York Knicks, led by Jalen Brunson, did the exact thing that we preach about: resiliency, stay in the course, don't give up, keep fighting. When you get punched in the mouth, learn to take it, get back up, punch back, this, that, and the third. We preach this in sports, in life, in the military. And they actually executed it. Get to y'all comments. Hold up. Quiet Storm says Kofi was a Laker fan in 2021. Yeah, I'm hating. No, bro. I've been a Laker fan since a kid. I always had 2 teams, though. People always ask me, I had a team out there because I was a huge Magic Johnson fan, but I love John Starks too. So, go figure. Pooh Man says, it's just a poetic story. His dad lost to the Spurs back in the day. I'll give you one even better. His dad lost to the Spurs, true enough, in 99. They were living in New Jersey. So they were like 30 minutes away or whatever from Philly. His dad has a run with Philly to play for the team. He ends up getting cut. He ends up getting cut in his 9th year in the league. You need 10 years to lock in the NBA pension, the healthcare, and all that. His dad gets cut in year 9. No NBA pension. No healthcare. What are we going to do next? Of course, he moved on to start coaching. But Brunson was saying that car ride home, and his dad was telling him, I think I'm going to retire because they just cut me. He said the way his dad said that, it never left him. He always remembered that car ride home because the family was finally going to be together. Because his dad was out on the road playing, he was a journeyman and whatnot in the league. Fine. But they had settled in New Jersey. And his father playing in Philly, that was going to allow him to see his dad on a regular basis. Oh, we get to go to all the home games. He's like 20, 30 minutes away. It didn't happen. So now they got to make different moves. Of course, folk call me now. So now they got to make different moves, right? As a family, as a father, make all these adjustments. But it never left Jalen's mind. And then he put in the work. And it just so happens this is how they get back. He always wanted to play for the Knicks, like his dad. His dad ends up coaching for the franchise that he used to play for. His old finals run, like you just said, lost to the Spurs franchise. It's just crazy how things come full circle. And LeBron put me on to something I didn't know. Jalen Brunson's mom, I think I said this last time, his mom and Kobe's sister played college volleyball together. Lord have mercy. Hold on real quick. Hey, let me call you right back, Mom. All right. Kobe's sister and Jalen's mom played college volleyball together. So in meeting Kobe told him at the time, what's the point of doing this if you're not going to be the best? So it's funny when people ask, is he as good as Kobe? Is he... I'm on the footwork. I don't think anybody's better than Kobe. I don't think anybody has studied the game like Kobe did. That's my opinion. I don't think nobody's probably outworked the brother since then. Especially with all these changes in the league. But that's neither here nor there. But Kobe tells him this in high school. So he's taken all these steps at a time where we see players that are the next up veer off. Start getting caught up with girls. Start dabbling in the streets a little bit. Don't want to show up to practice. Starts in high school. Don't want to go to class. Now they academically ineligible in college. Different things like that. We've seen this story before. That's not what Jalen Brunson did. He stayed the court. He's just been a workhorse. I don't know how we can't see this man as an example of how basketball is supposed to be played. That for the life of me drives me totally insane, especially coming from certain fans. And get some more comments. All right, that's all we got. In addition to that, Mike Brown was an assistant coach up under Greg Popovich for the Spurs. So he's won rings before as an assistant coach. So he's had the knowledge, hasn't been able to execute. Even more poetic glory, Pooh Man, is De'Aaron Fox. Basically is the player that got Mike Brown fired on the Kings. So Mike Brown gets fired, De'Aaron Fox gets traded to the Spurs, and look where we at now.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
You can't make this shit up, people. When you put in the work, it's gonna come full circle. How many 40 pieces, fourth quarter comebacks, just showing out in the fourth quarter, being a leader, does Jalen Brunson have to give people? How much heart does Josh Hart have to show being 6'4", snagging rebounds like he fucking Dennis Rodman?
Knocks down another three ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
This is the same team that was injured a couple years ago, and people have repeatedly said it's no excuse. And I totally agree as a basketball fan. If you step on the court, it is what it is. You got to be ready to play. We were injured. We were banged up. Hell, I really believe Brunson's playing injured now. I don't know what type of damn steroid injections they giving him or whatever, but brother, rest up. Same thing with Josh. Same thing with Mitch, played with a broken finger. Cat came in, and his words again, I was a boy in Minnesota. I became a man here. And all these other greats, they have shied away from the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. Nobody wanted to play under that type of pressure in New York. Because they know, as delusional ass fans, as dark as times as we've been through, as delusional ass fans, get out of here, fly. Bitch. Delusional ass fans, as New York Knicks are, we still think we're supposed to be winning. There is no way in hell in the postseason Madison Square Garden should not be hosting games. Some of us more delusional, others think we're going to win a championship every year. No, we got to be realistic about the game. Fuck the NBA, the business side of it, just the game of basketball. We weren't a good team. Stephen A said we was in purgatory. I straight up say we was in fucking hell, in the deepest pits of hell. But again, Mike Brown, Leon Rose, they got us up out of that. Because when Leon Rose pieced that team together, Mike Brown saw what he needed to see, and we had a decent, regular season, 53 wins and so forth. We did good. We didn't meet expectations. Well, of my expectations, of us being the first or second seed. We fell to third. Cool, we'll eat that. We in the playoffs. It's all zeros. It's 0-0. Like the guys have been saying. It's 0-0. You got to show up every night and perform. Good, bad, or indifferent, you got to perform. Turn this light off. I think I should track some of these damn bugs. Good, bad, or indifferent, you have to perform. We performed bad, but we made things happen. You can have a horrible shift at work. If that last hour you're able to, for whatever reason, get all your tasks accomplished and maybe get up out of there a little bit early, sounds to me like you won the day. Might not started out like that, but they finished strong. Again, the Spurs hopped on our ass every game. They led every first quarter. Every game we played during this gentleman's sweep. But the guys stayed resilient. LeBron says another fun fact is the Knicks' first Another fun fact, this is the Knicks' first Larry O'Brien trophy. You know what?
Knocks down another three ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
I'm going to give you another one.
Three-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in.
I forgot what it was called before, but LeBron is right. It was a different trophy back then. Another fun fact. I'm going to keep talking about the Brunisher. Another fun fact. He wouldn't even be in the same room as the Larry O'Brien trophy. When they try to do the promo for it, the players hold it up and, they take a picture with the Larry O'Brien before the finals is even complete, just for promotional aspects. He wouldn't even go in the room where they had it. He wouldn't take interviews in that room. Again, coming from that tree of Kobe. The job not finished. I don't even want to be in there. I don't want to see it until I can hold it, until it's mine, until it's ours. Fuck all the promo, the pictures, the media days, everything's all cute and jovial and all that. The man wanted to win. When Wemby, dirty ass,
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
stuck his big ass feet intentionally up under Brunson and he twisted his ankle. And he still played through that shit because that was a bad twist. Y'all will see it in a second for those that didn't. When he played through that, if he get up, we gonna win. and he got up, argued with the ref. We gave up, a three. He was down a minute. We were short. A man coming back on defense. They knocked down a three. Then there was a little bit back and forth with the refs. He got up, shook that shit off, played through it. Everybody else gets to do that shit. But when it's Brunson, people just act like it didn't happen. They act like this man isn't as great as he fucking is. LeRon says it wasn't even a trophy. It was a bowl in 1973. That is also indeed a fact. So through the adversity, getting Mikal Bridges, fuck them picks. Fuck them picks. Mikal did his job because he shot better sometimes. Yep. Other fans screaming we need to trade this guy when he was going through his struggles in Atlanta. But you know who rallied around him? His fucking team. His brothers. That's why you have to have people around you that support you. Y'all got a common mission in life. You got a common goal in sight, even if it's just your quote unquote work friends. We've seen players be stars, sixth man of the year, and they don't get along with their fucking team. Cats don't believe. We saw that shit with Kyrie. He thought it was easy for LeBron. He wanted his team. It didn't work in Cleveland. Then he went to Boston. Same shit. Then he went to Brooklyn. Same shit. Now he in Dallas, but he been injured. And I don't wish injury on anybody. This is why I say me and my boy were going, had a slight banter back and forth. I told him, like, bro, I don't want to hear shit. I'm sick of hearing the fucking excuses. Because the same level of scrutiny you're holding Jalen Brunson to, everybody seem to get fucking amnesia when it's any goddamn body else. When it's any other guard. When it's any other fucking superstar. Or all-star. Or franchise player. Everybody get amnesia that this shit has happened before. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. Speaking of which, hold on, let me get the Chef Mike's comment. He says, Kofa, if your cigar keeps going out, try another V-cut perpendicular to the one you already have. This is called a Starburst or the X-cut. The airflow is will be better. Just a suggestion, bro. I appreciate you, man. It keep going out because I'm running my mouth. But I got the V-cut. I usually I do cut it across again sometimes as you just taught me something, the X cut, or I was taught that it was called a king or a queen cut because it makes like the crown after you cut it back across the other way. But thank you for that, good brother. Another point I want to get to. Everybody is putting the crown on Wemby head again because he's big, because he's skilled. He's a great player. I'm not taking anything away from him. But up here, like he said, I'm in your head. He ain't got it right now. Damn it. Trying to get my head straight. He ain't got it right now. He doesn't. He's 22. He's made bonehead plays. He's arrogant, but kind of can't blame him when everybody's swinging from your nutsack. And he walked right out the fucking court and didn't shake any of the Knicks' hands. I want all y'all pseudo NBA fans, NBA historians to remember how long you've been holding that shit against Isaiah Thomas and the 91 Pistons when the Bulls finally got over the hump and beat them and the Pistons walked off the court. Y'all literally use that as an excuse for that man not to be on the fucking dream team, and that is some bullshit. 35 years later, I'm still calling bullshit on that. Because everybody said it wasn't sportsmanlike. But Wemby can come in here and stab somebody in the middle of fucking Times Square, and it's a common foul if the whistle blows at all. So the Spurs just walk off, hold them young cats to the same level of fucking scrutiny. I don't want to hear shit about youth. You are a fucking professional. You're in the fucking league. LeBron says, this is why I've been doing a regular straight cut for your cigars. so it breathe better. This one typically does. I don't think I lit it well enough right before the live started. Oh yeah. LeBron says, "Wow, I didn't know Wemby walked off and didn't shake hands." Yep, walked right off the court. Brunson and his dad went right over to the Spurs coach, to Miss Johnson, and shook his hand. Once again, sportsmanship. Another thing we preach to these kids. How many times do the Knicks have to display this, what we preach, and we still get the hate? It's okay. Another season coming around. We'll get back to it. Yes, I'm a believer. I always have been. We're going to keep rolling. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going down with the ship. I don't care. Because that's who I am as a person. It's deeper than 10 feet. People have been working their asses off to get Knicks tickets, to buy their kids Knicks paraphernalia, just to have a common theme in their households. It's deeper than 10 feet. So dangling a superstar in front of these kids, empty promises of success and, just glossy shit, is how we've lost a lot of great American players. And I'm not saying there's not great American players. What I'm saying is the NBA recognizes this, and they started making adjustments when they were bringing over these younger, talented, can't take anything away from these international players, these younger and talented international players, to make them the face of the league. Because 3 years ago, couldn't tell any of these NBA analysts shit about Jokic. Couldn't tell them shit about the Joker. That motherfucker was unstoppable. We've never seen a big man play like this. He does a little bit of everything. Oh, he has another triple-double. What do you know? LeBron says, and Wemby didn't come out for the national anthem either. He's French. They're going to give him a pass. And again, he's the fucking golden boy. And then the way he ended his interview last night talking to press, and people are going to give him another excuse that, oh, he's frustrated. He just lost the biggest game of his career and this, that, and the third. Young man gets up and says, I'll see you guys. You think, I'll see you guys next season. I'll see you guys around. Nope, this lanky bitch stands his ass up. I'll see you guys never. Pouting like a fucking child. So for those that have hated on me for the last 30 some odd years, last couple of years, like LeBron, I know he teases me because he's from New York. He's been let down by the Knicks. I get it. He says it's different being in the city. But I'm going to be talking my shit. I'm going to be posting my shit. We got a ring during my lifetime. And again, the person that got me into basketball, got me into the Knicks, is locked up. I can't even fucking celebrate with him, man. And that shit hurts. I'm probably going to cry again. He going to cry in the garage. Yep.
Knocks down another three ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Sun started to go down. But let me get to y'all comments. We got one video for the night, and then we're going to ride out. Look, LeBron says, you can't do that in other countries. Of course not. Of course not. But this America, we do what the fuck we want to. Especially when money's involved. BT back at it, he says, another international player they love to glaze is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They put the crown on his head last year too. Oh, they love that. OKC being led by a Canadian, and France and Canada got history, of course. Oh, they were eating that shit up in the Western Conference Final. And another thing, you motherfuckers, whoever we face in the West, we weren't supposed to beat. And I told folks, we can play with and we can beat anybody. Is it going to be easy? No. That's not lost on me. But the diligence, the effort, the consistent, I got to get a hoodie made that just says that shit. 0-0. Constant reminder. I still got to come back in this bitch tomorrow and put in more work. We getting ready to ride out, y'all. I got one video for y'all that I put together for this historic and epic run. I threw it together kind of quick. Could have did a way better job on the editing, but it's pretty cool in my opinion. Because again, it is the 2026 champion, New York Knicks.
If your best player is small, you're not winning. You got to have a dude. You got to have a 1A dude. And they're missing that at the end of the day if we're just getting down to brass taxes.
Jalen Brunson.
No, he's too small.
The 2026 NBA Finals MVP is...
The Knicks are going to win a championship finally in 2026. Okay. Well,
Brunson got to give up the ball. We got to get scoring.
It's the beginning of November. Let's have a conversation in May.
That man is an NBA champion, an NBA Finals MVP, a man who people said is not better than Luka Doncic. Mm-hmm. Where's his ring? Tyrese Halliburton, where's his ring? Donovan Mitchell, where's his ring? Mm-hmm. How many guys did they tell us he wasn't as good as? Mm-hmm. And it's always, everyone's always better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson.
I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sad kicks in my bed, but I've come through. I need to go on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers.
Operate at the top, 1-on-1. Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good. The triplet's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. I need to go We are the champions, my friends.
Bridges looking.
Keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. The champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
It's to Wemby. Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark. Anunoby the rebound. It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead. Let it cry after 53 years.
Back on me. Appreciate y'all riding with me. Brother LeBron says in the city they were saying F the Statue of Liberty because it came from France.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
3-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Also back at it, he says Becky Hammond will forever hold the L. Yes, the fuck she will. And special shout out to Kendrick Perkins. Shout out to Big Perk. He been Big Body Brunson. He been riding with my boys from jump. He ain't never let go. He ain't never let his foot off the gas on that one. So salute to you, Big Perk. I appreciate you, big dog. LeBron says seeing James Dolan on the stage is crazy. Look, bro, I just wanted to get on here and celebrate again. I'm probably gonna cry again, bro. It means so much, the diligence they put in as men, as brothers, co-workers. This is what life is supposed to look like. When you're actually doing the work, this is what you're supposed to get. All the fly-by-night, the fluff, all the loud talking, the attention, all those type of things, I don't care about that. And neither did they. They drowned out the noise and they got it done. This shit gave me hope to stay steadfast on the things that I have going on in life. Because I've faltered. I've questioned. I've gotten tired. Are we still on? Yeah. Had a couple things pop up. I think Facebook tagged my video because of the music. Is what it is. We about to get off anyway. Stay diligent. Keep putting in the work. I'm forever going to use this moment, this playoff run, as an example. So going in the future, if y'all see Knicks clips, don't be surprised. I'm going to forever use this run. This season means so much. The ups, the downs, and just staying the course and executing. Keep doing the work, y'all. But with that said, once again, I have been your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing, and this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Thank y'all for being in here, and one more time for the 2026 NBA champions, the New York Knicks. I'm gonna leave y'all like I always do. I love y'all. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.